Namaste, Big Cat Air Signs, Grand Rising. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 27th of August, Venus in Virgo trines Uranus in Taurus. This transit is positive, encouraging creativity and innovative thinking. Let the imagination guide you to explore new avenues in relationships and aesthetics. Embrace spontaneous moments of creativity to inspire positive change. Integrate practical approaches with fresh ideas into your daily life. Consider making updates to your environment by reflecting on your evolving tastes. On the 28th, Venus in Virgo is in opposition to Neptune in Pisces. This transit is challenging with Venus in Virgo, where it can struggle against Neptune's illusions. You may find it difficult to maintain a clear perspective in matters of love or money. Be cautious of idolizing situations or people beyond their reality. Take the time to reflect on what truly holds value for you. Delay major decisions in relationships or finances until clarity prevails. On the 29th, Venus enters Libra. This transit is harmonious as Venus feels comfortable and strong in Libra. You will likely seek out balance and fairness in your interactions. Prioritize creating harmony and beauty in your surroundings. Approach conflicts with a focus on diplomacy and mutual understanding. This period is ideal for deepening connections and enhancing social ties. On the 30th, the Moon in Leo sextiles Venus in Libra. This transit is uplifting, boosting your creativity and social grace. You may feel a heightened desire to express yourself artistically. Participate in activities that highlight your creative talents. Strengthen yourself through joyful and engaging interactions. On the 31st, the Moon in Leo. This transit is energizing, focusing on self-expression and leadership. Step forward with confidence to showcase your abilities. Involve yourself in endeavors that allow for creative expression, self-expression. Take the lead and inspire others through your actions. On the 1st of September, Uranus goes retrograde in Taurus. This transit invites introspection as Uranus's retrograde urges you to renew past changes. Reflect on the shifts you are experiencing or have experienced and how it's affected your life. Reconsider areas where you've resisted change and explore new strategies. Plan future transformations with the insight gained from reflection. On the 1st of September, Pluto's retrograde enters Capricorn. Pluto's retrograde returns to Capricorn marks a significant and final passage. It will be the last time in our lifetimes. This retrograde will last until the 19th of November 2024. Contemplate the profound transformations in power and control. Reassess your long-term ambitions and the structures supporting them. Let go of what no longer aligns with your deeper purpose. Recognize this is a moment for closure and regeneration on your life path. On the 2nd of September, Mars in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces. This transit is difficult, creating tension between your desires and the reality you face. You might feel uncertain about how to pursue your goals effectively. Watch out for situations where things may not be as they seem. Focus on gaining clarity before making significant moves. Reflect on your ambitions and proceed with caution. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave! Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Air Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for your next 7 days. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive right in and unpack. Oh, okay. You have the energy of the snake eyes, darling dears. The good, the golly, and the gosh. I believe that came up in the last reading. Okay. The energy of the two, darling dears. It says that you're going to be meeting someone that is going to have a profound effect on your life. Someone is coming towards you. Okay. The energy of the snake eyes, again, is pointing towards someone that you haven't seen for a while. Possibly someone that you once knew, someone in the past life maybe, or this life, darling dears. But you're definitely going to be meeting someone. It's going to be at some kind of a soiree. Well, it could be a meeting. It could also mean on your business travels. All of this and that, darling dears. The energy. Oh, so you've got the 2, you've got the double 3, you've got double 5 on the side, and double 4. Good golly and gosh. So I'm going to have to point out the energy of the 7, darling dears. When we see a 2 and a 7, someone is going down Bobby Brown on a public arena over the next 7 days, darling dears. It could be someone in your community. It could be someone in the upper echelons of society. Somebody who has influence, darling dears, but they are definitely going down. Make sure you hit me back up in the comments when we see what's going on. Okay, the energy of the 2 tells me that you may be a life path 2 or a life path 11, darling dears. Okay, it's the numbers 2, 11, 20 and 29, and it represents the letters B, K and T. It's also the moon. Moon is Cancer. Cancer is represented by P, B, K and R. It tells me that you are a healer and an empath, darling dears. It also tells me your luckiest numbers would be 1, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Your luckiest days will be Monday, Tuesday, Friday and Saturday. Avoid the numbers 5 and 7. The energy of the 2 or life path 11 is represented by the astrological aspect of a opposition. So this is a circumstance that was outside of your control, darling dears. And this conflict that was created, you're going to be using this energy for your good. Again, utilizing your cranium, darling dears. You, after all, are an air sign. Okay. It speaks about avoiding seeking any validation outside of yourself. So go within, darling dears, under all circumstances to get a better and clearer picture of what's going on. The energy of the 2 tells me that you are very diplomatic. You're the power behind the throne, darling dears. Okay. You're about to reap some form of benefit from a past action. The master number 11 tells me that you are a visionary. Okay. As well as the what? Wounded healer, as well as a master illuminator. So you're currently inspired at this moment in time. You are in your creative mode, listening to your intuition. You're being more in the moment. You're mindful. You're being mindful. Okay. It's about you putting your energies out there, darling dears. As the visionary, this is in the form of speaking, teaching, writing. It's about you shining that particular light, your je ne sais quoi, over the next 7 days. Okay. All right. So the energy of the moon, darling dears, it could be speaking about your mother, female energy. It also speaks about your domestic life. The moon could also represent a mistress in a situation for some, but it's most of all your domestic life. It's about your instincts, your habits. Again, yeah, your intuitive nature, but it's you utilizing them, darling dears, utilizing that energy. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's get your overall oracle ancestral message. See what's going on for you. The air signs. tipped right up at what? Self-worth. Plus add in tax, darling dears. It also is a reminder of what? Narcissist. Remember narcissist who was in love with himself? That he stared deep into a lake and then actually fell in, darling dears. He fell in. But this is about the duality of it all. Notice the two trees. For what? Boaz and Jashin, darling dears. From completion and beginning. But this is going forward. This is also, again, yin energy, empress energy. This is telling me that you're feeling more... Yeah, you know your worth, but you're more nurturing, darling dear. Again, moon energy. It's about you creating a new life for yourself. We've got the energy of worthiness. It comes up with the word Venus. Venus rules Libra as well as Taurus. So it's about your values. It's about being more fair and balanced, making more logical decisions in your favor. For some, you're going to be finding that you are pregnant at this moment in time. Congratulations. Okay. For others, this could be a partner coming into your life, darling dears. You know your worth and they know their worth, and everybody's going to be worthy together. The Empress could also represent the buying of a home, something comfortable. Yeah. But it's definitely someone coming into your life that is going to change your plans. Remember, I told you that. Lots of green, lots of heart chakras, 639. And it's Friday. So Friday could, maybe you're going to be putting it out into the atmosphere on a Friday. Yeah, because you had to reparent yourself, darling dears, getting over a lot of dark times. Yeah, so the moon energy could represent a mother in a situation, darling dears. Maybe you didn't get the mother that you wanted, darling dears, but you got what you deserved. And I say that in a sense that maybe in order for you to reach new levels, to be spiritually awake and aware, you had to deal with the parent, overcome that barrier to become the person that you needed to be. But you've reparented yourself. You've got lots of solar plexus around you, darling dear. So your confidence is up, your self-esteem is up, and it's your personal power that you are standing in, your willpower. When you was around this mothering energy, you had low self-esteem, there was control issues, lots of manipulative tendencies, darling dears. They misused their power. Well, now you get to be the parent you truly deserved. Yeah, you know your worth. Love it. I don't hate it. Posh, clap. Let's press on. Let's press on. I'm going to go with this deck. Base of the deck, there's something that you aren't seeing at this moment in time. Okay. The Knight of Swords tells me that you're restricted from a situation, feeling stuck or held back. You've got a lot of ruminating thoughts going on in your mind. Okay. But the ruminating thoughts must not be on your self-worth, darling dears. Better you be stuck in a situation where you're thinking your next move, which is always your best move, darling dears, than be stuck feeling less than when you are more than, according to the tarot and the oracle cards. Let's give it a good shufti. Your relationships over the next 7 days. Going down Bobby Brown, darling dear. Something's not working for you. Yeah, we've got the Justice card as well as Big Cat Sun energy, darling dears. Somebody's about to leave a situation, whether it's a long-term situation. It could also, relationships could also represent your employment, darling dears. Yeah, this is leaving a situation that is going to involve something legal. Maybe you have them on, I don't know, human resources, having something to do with your work situation, darling dear. Something never panned out, but it's about to pan out in your favor. This is the Sun card. This is vitality. If you're leaving a situation, you're leaving for the betterment of you. There's a lot of water under the bridge, darling dear. Sun energy. But again, the Sun says knowing your self-worth. 2 major arcana. So divine has a hand in your life. Tell me something more. Yeah, you're going to move to a more fitting situation, darling dears, leaving the past behind. Ace of Cups also represents love of self, darling dears. It speaks about new relationships and new people coming into your life. It also speaks about you forgetting some kind of a painful past, darling dears, utilizing this opportunity as what? The red light, green light champion, as am I, of 79, darling dears. Using this as an opportunity for inspiration. Somebody's definitely breaking away from toxic relationships, relatives in their life. And this is about the truth, sword energy, darling dears. Having more compassion for yourself. Yeah, and again, fertility is coming up with the Ace of Cups. Somebody is definitely pregnant. Congratulations. Okay. With the justice situation, darling dears, this is your one-to-one relationship. Somebody wants to be more fair and balanced. You're coming from a situation that was possibly led by the genitalia Watusi, darling dears. There was more because the ones could also represent a little bit of disillusionment, darling dears. A situation that was put forward before you did the quick, or should I say the found out the true intel of what was going on. This is a situation that you're moving away from. Okay, let's go one more down. What about your friendships? Your friendships over the next 7 days. Oh, getting over a heartbreak, darling dear. So it could be a friend that you're leaving behind. Yeah, but it also speaks about you making new social contacts over the next 7 days, darling dears. Social contacts could mean anything, especially where the ones are concerned. It could also represent counseling. Moving forward from a friendship, darling dears. Yeah, choosing to be single and independent, solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole, directly under the justice card. This is a choosing of your own, darling dears. The justice card also speaks about open enemies. It speaks about loyalty. There was no loyalty in a situation, darling dears. Created a lot of confusion, but you're thinking clearly now, darling dears. Yeah, right here, the sun energy. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Yeah, it's going to be a bright day, darling dears, especially when you understand what's going on. It speaks about you coming out of a situation where you felt depressed, whether this is in a relationship. It could also represent a job. Either way, it's solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. You're leaving a situation, you're thinking clearly, and you're making new social contacts. So this could also represent in the form of applications for a new job, darling dears. If it is, everything's going to work out just fine. Definitely thinking more clearly as far as relationships and friendships are concerned. Final card on the friendships. You leaving on a jet plane. No, you won't be back again, darling dears. You're moving away from all of this tumultuous energy, darling dears. The Six of Swords also speaks about you moving on in silencio, darling dears. You're going no contact with all who you was around before. If it was a work situation, yeah, you've left and you've gone to a new job. You took no friends with you. You're not taking any prisoners, darling dears. But it's definitely moving away. This is also a travel card. Okay, you'll be traveling. You will be traveling, darling dears. Sun energy speaks about your creativities. Somebody's also resurrecting some kind of a hobby, something that was their thing. You're going to be showcasing it over the next 7 days, darling dears, which is going to create new contacts for yourself. Okay, yeah, you reparented yourself. You did the right thing, darling dears. Going within. What about your Skrilla? Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords, darling dears. Clarify the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're making the right investments, darling dears. Base of the deck, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Moving from a situation that was destabilized. Maybe you wasn't earning what you wanted to earn in the situation. But it's definitely coming out of some kind of a confusing time, darling dears. Yeah. Realizing this particular rejection was your protection, darling dears. For some, they're living in a situation that was abusive. Well, you did call the popo, darling dears. You did. You got justice involved, darling dears, and it's on your side. Moving forward, darling dears, with more clarity in your mind. Whatever they put in your way to confuse you, you've overcome that again. Knowing your worth and adding tax. Give me one final card, please. Your money's looking good. You're making the right investments. Seven of Pentacles tells me that you will be waiting on the right partner to come towards you, whether that's in business or in love. But a lot of love is going to be shown to you, darling dears, when you 100% leave the situation, or you're leaving the situation this week. Final card. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Going towards new opportunities. Somebody's having a bit of nostalgia from the past. Why are they having a nostalgia? I have to ask, darling dears. Like, well, I am here. All right. Why are they having nostalgia? Ah, a gossip, darling dears. Whether male or female. Somebody who was future faking, darling dears, promised you everything until the mask came off, darling dears. This person took a risk on you, darling dears. It also speaks about gossip in the background from the back, front, neck, tabbers. Let them talk. What? Oh, wait, let's get another deck quickly. What are they talking about? It could be female energy, darling dears. If this is someone's mother, they are no one's mother. They're in a lot of debt at this moment in time, whether physical or karmic debt. Yeah. Use your intuition about this situation, darling dears. What it fell on the Seven of Pentacles, you're making the right decisions. Put you first in every situation, darling dear. Yeah. Nothing more from this deck. Yeah, this is some real bottom feeding shiznai, darling dear. Somebody also had to go through some kind of operation. And if you told someone, darling dear, that someone told the world. Yeah, there was no justice. The Sun card also speaks about a love affair, but it's definitely about dating and drama. What's this? Someone who was a meanie bogini, darling dears. Yeah, well, we started on the moon and we shall finish on the moon. They took you through cycles, darling dears, but you had to realize that they had a lot of fake people around you. Universe telling you yes. You're letting them go. Moving forward, darling dears, with your dignity. How about that? On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. Thank you very much for your continued support of me and this channel. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Look what's on the base of this deck, darling dears. You better rip them rose-colored glasses and crush them under your flip-flop of common sense, darling dears. Read the room, shorty. Know your worth and add tax. Cat.